kind of an overheated day. We're warm here in California, which is okay today because I've had a problem all my life of having anxiety attacks once in a while. So I head outside, and it always feels better when you're outside, doesn't it? Out in the woods and stuff. You have to get out in the sun to get rid of anxiety, especially the kind that you can't solve. There's no fix, and you know there's a there's a problem ahead that you can't solve. So you come outside, do a video, and you feel better. And then you go back to reality. Oh well, don't want to talk about that. But let's go on over the hill here and see if we can't figure out a nice video to do on such a beautiful blue sky day here in San Francisco, California, US. Okay, let's get on with some environmental news. Nihon, Japan, has asked the UN nuclear watchdog to review the plan to release radioactive water from Fukushima into the Pacific Ocean. The tanks currently hold some 1.2 million tons of radioactive liquid. Oh my God. I think I'm pouring all that into the Pacific Ocean. Are you kidding me? Unfortunately, the tanks are expected to be full by 2022. There will be nowhere else to put the radioactive water. So they're asking the watchdog to give them permission to poison the Pacific Ocean. That way they can take the blame and put it on the UN instead of putting it on themselves for building nuclear to begin with. I just don't understand it, why anybody would go nuclear. Well, it's because they never paid attention to it or studied it or anything and don't understand how all that works and what it does to you. So, many scientists are really noticing the whipsaw effect of climate. In Australia, floods this summer, then heat waves last year, but pouring rain this year. Whipsaw from one extreme to the other. Thousands of people are being evacuated or have been evacuated from the floods in Australia. Now, let's get into some good news, huh? There isn't much, but every little bit of good news helps. And one of those things is what California did years ago. They put in tougher diesel emission standards, and there's finally been a study to find out how that all worked with the environment. And here's the news. California diesel emissions rule reduces air pollution in California. Of course, that was the whole point of the project to begin with. The other thing it does is protects vulnerable communities of color, because that's where you put all the trucking businesses is down in the communities of color. That way the pollution stays there and not in the white communities. Since 1990, the diesel rule has reduced diesel emissions by 78% between 1990 and 2014. The study estimates that the improvement in air quality, diesel-related, has reduced the deaths of cardiopulmonary disease. That has been cut in half by reducing the pollution that diesel trucks put out. Yet the right wing don't want any of that. These numbers are serious and really work. That's why I do this, because it really works to just do a few things to improve your environment. Did you know that diesel exhaust is a human carcinogen? Every dollar spent cutting air pollution has generated $38 in health benefits to each and every human. And it's not just California. Our diesel pollution just goes back east and pollutes everyone else there. So There's the good news for us. California's air pollution controls are working. They're working very well. So there you have it, good news. So on a very stressful day, get outside, have some beautiful sun and blue sky, and you'll feel better. And I appreciate all the ups and downs and the comments, especially last video's comments were good. And until next time.